So this probably bears a little commenting on, just to understand the thinking behind this. When I first moved this unit here at the end of last turn, the thinking was that if I won initiative, I would unload these guys first. And since we took a break in play, I then came back and won initiative and decided to attack with the hero here first to get the bonus, shift to the right. So that was a 3-to-1 attack, which failed. So it didn't quite work out. And of course, actually moving here was kind of a dumb idea because of this Carl Gustav, and I had the Malay marker on top of it and was thinking they were still in Malay, but in actual fact they're not. So in this instance, this unit and its crew now have to check for a bailout. I'm going to call that a win for the British, and what we're going to do is rewind this move and put these guys over here where they're out of sight of the Carl Gustav, and then we'll land the guys here and we'll continue the turn and we'll take care of it from there, and we'll work out the sequencing in just a second. One initiative for the Argentinians. The Argentinians conducted their Malay, and we kept the same Malay result where it was a draw over here, nothing happened. And so in terms of activation cycles, it's now the British's turn, and they pass. And these chaps convert to hover. Well, everybody says, well, hang on a second. We love it when people convert to hover because that's a movement point, and that means it's an opportunity fire. So we have two choices for opportunity fire. Now that it's in hover mode, we can use non-blue colored weapons, the little anti-air weapons. And we've got these guys over here as well that we could also use if we wanted to. And they have an MG now that they stole from the silly Argentinians and tried to storm their hill. You don't storm the British hill. Not on their watch, let me tell you. Alright, so I'm going to carry on from here and work out which of those two British units are going to sacrifice themselves more than likely to try and button up that chopper or shake it and hopefully damage, i.e. damage it and make it leave the map with those units on board. I think that would be absolutely hilarious, assuming that's what the rule is. Alright, there you go. Alright, so we're back. It's the middle of the, or near the end of the 8th turn, and as it turns out, there's really no way the Argentinians could win if they had played the chopper here in the safe position, because this Malay just went on and on here with no win for anybody. It's now in its third cycle, and neither side has got the die roll to kill the other yet. That's kind of bizarre, but even with a 3-1, I only needed to roll a 5 or better, and I rolled a 3, so we missed. By not taking the dangerous route, which is landing here, is the dangerous route. Because we landed here, we put ourselves out of position to make it into any of these buildings. This will not be in control, and these 4 are back in control of actually these 3 are back in control of the British. Only this one here is in control by the Argentinians. They're the last in that hex. We've got 2 movement points left, 2, 4. They'll suffer fire. Even if they survive that, they have to be in good order and survive. That would only give them 2 buildings out of 4. The other alternative is they can kill 5 units, and they haven't done that. They've only killed 1 that I see quickly looking on the board. So what would have happened is we would have landed here or somewhere over here perhaps. Either way, we would have been in the deadly range of the Gustav and probably taken that shot, and obviously had the plane crash. Who knows where it would have landed, but then we would have had to bail out roll, and we would have had to see what would have happened from there. But I'm calling this 2 victories for the British in a row. The end of the next turn, if we played another turn, continued the scenario into a 9th turn, we would have seen the death of the sniper unit, and I had not fired with my chopper yet on these guys. They have managed to only be suppressed. They did not recover this turn or rally this turn, so there's a good chance they would have lost another guy there. So 9 turns would probably make the difference there, either from a victory points in terms of acquiring buildings or actually killing off the Brits. But they are a tough bunch of guys to try and bust up on. Anyway, another great scenario. Really, really tense, very even, difficult choices to make all the way through, and choosing when you fire and who you fire at is, of course, paramount. Anyway, there you go.